everyone, today we are going to walk through getting Canvas integrated with Perusall using LTI 1.3 integration. Please note that the Canvas administrator has to set this up in order for instructors to enable it within their Canvas course. And it's a really easy process. I'm going to have up our knowledge base page for Canvas admin setup, and that's what it's titled. It's under the section Learning Management System Integration. And then I'm also going to have our Canvas test instance on another tab. I'm just going to walk you through it. If it's a little slow, feel free to fast forward. So first and foremost, I am just going to go scroll down to where it says Administer Setup. And I'm going to go back to Canvas. I'm going to go into my admin and I'm going to select developer keys. Also, if you hear a little jingle in the background, it's because a little kitty is just jumping all around. So I apologize for that. So we are going to select Add Developer Key, and then we're going to select Add LTI Key. The configuration method, I'm going to select by URL, and the key name is going to be Perusall, and I'm going to make sure it says 1.3. And the reason I'm doing this is because it is in our testing space, and we have a lot of different versions of Perusalls installed. You can name it whatever you want, but I would say title it Perusall 1.3 in case you still have 1.1 running at the same time. Next, we are going to grab the redirect URI and the JSON URL, and I can get this from our knowledge base setup pages. And if you scroll and you find the redirect URI, you're going to copy and paste it. And then I'm going to go back. I'm going to copy this as well. And then I'm going to press save. Awesome. So as you can see, the developer key has been enabled, and I'm going to turn it on. And then I'm going to press edit. I just want to make sure anywhere for the placements, I want to make sure that to change the title to Perusall 1.3 just so I can easily detect where it is. So you're going to scroll down to placements, and we have course navigation, assignment selection, and link selection. I'm just going to make sure where it says text to add 1.3. I'm going to press save. So now I'm going to take this is the client ID, and I'm going to copy it because now I'm going to go to the next step, which is going to settings, apps. I'm going to select view app configurations, and I'm going to add the app by client ID. And all I'm going to do is paste in that client ID that we grabbed and press submit. So as you can see, it has been enabled here. And where you see this little drop-down toggle, you're going to grab the deployment ID. I'm just going to copy and paste it now and put it in my notes because we will use it later in a further step. So now I'm going to go back to the developer keys, and now I'm going to add the API key. The key name is going to be named Perusall API. And now I'm going to grab from our knowledge base the redirect URI. So I'm just going to scroll down and find where it says the API key. And here's the redirect URI. I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to paste it into here. Now, if you're a school that wants to enforce scopes, you can, and on our knowledge base pages, it shows you which scopes you can select. But if you don't enforce scopes, we just automatically pass over all the abilities that the API allows. So I'm going to press save. Great. So I have set up the API and the developer key in Canvas. So the last part of this setup process is now making the connection between Canvas and Perusall. So as the Canvas administrator, I'm going to want to have the Perusall institutional dashboard to finish the process. And what the institutional dashboard is, it gives you the ability as the administrator to enable the tool instead of waiting and reaching out to support for us to add it for you. It just gives you a little bit more authority over your school's tools. So what I'm going to do is scroll down to that part of our fact page. And if you do not have the dashboard in your account, you're going to want to email support@perusall.com and show us, for security purposes, your email that you're writing into us with linked to a website page on the school's website. So once you do that and we approve, we're going to give you the ability to have the dashboard. So when you go into your account, you will sign in and you'll see it right here at the top. And then I'm going to go to Settings, LTI Integrations, and I'm going to add a new LTI. Please ignore all of these. It's because we have testing in a lot of different spaces. So now we're going to click Add New LTI 1.3 Integration. I'm going to select Canvas because that's the LMS we're working with. And you're going to see these 4 credentials you're going to have to bring over. And I'll show you where to find each. The first is going to be the client ID for the developer key. So we're going to go into Canvas, Developer Keys, and I'm going to take this API key, this client ID for Perusall 1.3. I'm going to paste this here. Next, I'm going to get the client ID for the API. So same spot as before, and you see Perusall API. Now I'm going to take this client ID for the API. I'm going to paste it. Then I'm going to get the key for the API, and you can get this by going back to Canvas and press Show Key. You're going to copy and paste this into this entry. Now we got to get the deployment ID. So to get this, you're going to go to not developer keys, you're going to go back to Canvas, Settings. We're going to go back to the other page under Apps, View App Configurations, and you're going to see Perusall 1.3. So if you didn't already grab this already, all you can do is click the toggle, deployment ID, and copy and paste. And that is the setup process. You're going to press OK and save changes. So now you've made the integration and it has been enabled. So when teachers are in their Canvas, they are going to be able to easily enable the tool. And I'll show you really quickly how to do that. And then the next video will show other integration features teachers can use within their Canvas course once the LTI 1.3 integration has been turned on. So if I was a teacher and I was just starting to set up my course, I would enable the tool by going into my course, going to Settings, Navigation, and I'm going to see Perusall 1.3. And please ignore these because it's our testing space. And I'm going to enable this. I'm going to put it anywhere in the drop down for the navigation. I'm going to press Save. So now I'll see my tool right here in the navigation. And what I would do is launch the tool, and that would take me into Perusall where I can start building my course. Again, in the next video, we'll show how to create assignment links, how the course roster works, how group sync works, and we'll show all the cool tips and tricks for that part of the process of building your course with Perusall and Canvas. If you have any questions, please reach out to support@perusall.com.